Well, welcome back. In our last video, we covered how to find deals. And I know they're short little clippets. I just want to get you inspired and get your head thinking about what's possible. Obviously, in the workshop, we'll cover this in a lot more detail. And in this video, what I want to share with you is I want to share with you how do you find the money to actually go out there and flip deals. Because, it doesn't matter where you live, but last time I checked, real estate's kind of expensive. It doesn't matter if you live in Memphis, Tennessee, where you can buy a house for $50,000, or if you live in San Diego, where you're going to buy a house for $350,000, or if you live in New York, where you're going to spend $500,000, $1 million plus. So one of the challenges most people have, especially people that are novices to the business, is where on earth do I find the money to buy real estate? And a lot of people get a little concerned about their credit, their past credit, their current credit. Maybe there's a bankruptcy, a foreclosure, a short sale, things of that nature. I call them skeletons in the closet in your past, which really doesn't matter, because what happens, one of the best sources of capital are what's called hard money lenders. Nowadays they call it private money lending. I've been doing this for a little while, so we call it hard money lending. And basically hard money lenders or private money lenders are lenders, but unlike institutional loans like Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Chase, or anything like that, these are individuals or smaller companies, actually they could be larger companies, where they pool investors' funds together and they specifically invest in a certain type of real estate. There are investors out there, lenders, that will invest in fix and flip type of properties. They prefer to lend to fix and flip properties. One of the companies I own, we do that. We lend money to fix and flip investors. So it's kind of interesting. We will actually lend money to our own competitors. So if you can't beat them on the flip game, lend them money and make money on their own, on someone else's deals. So there's a lot of people that understand that principle. And hard money lenders are looking more at the deal itself. They're less concerned about your credit. Traditionally, traditional lending looks at basically 4 ingredients. It's called CCIP. And again, I'll get into this in the workshop. These are things, I'm just kind of brushing over these so you have a quick understanding of all this. But one of the things you'll learn is cash, credit, income, property, CCIP. Cash, do you have the cash for the down payment? Where's it coming from? How long has it been in your bank account? Is it your cash? Is it someone else's cash? Credit, is it good, bad, or ugly? Obviously, institutional lenders don't look at ugly credit, and it's really difficult if you got mediocre credit. So they're really looking for pristine credit, which is called A credit. They look at your income. How much money do you make? How long you've been on the job? Are you self-employed? Are you employed? Let's look at your tax returns, your pay stubs, your W-2s, and things of that nature. And then they look at, I'm talking about traditional lenders, and then they look at the property itself. And traditional lenders, they like bread and butter homes. They like nice, clean, wrapped up with a little bow on top of it type homes. They don't like fix and flip homes. So for us as investors, what we have to look at is we have to look at an alternative source of funding. And one of those alternative sources would be those hard money lenders. And again, hard money lenders really, more than anything, they'll look at your credit a little bit. Let's say you have a foreclosure or bankruptcy, or let's say you have all of the above. Let's say you have late payments on your mortgage, and you have a foreclosure, and you filed bankruptcy. So let's say you have the triple whammy. Again, most people are either embarrassed to even talk about that or reveal that information, or they think they're just dead in the water. But I'm here to tell you that hard money lenders, they'll look at it and they'll ask you for your story, like what happened, why did you go into foreclosure, what was it, why did you lose your business, or what's the cause of it, why are these medical collections there? So they want the truth, they want to know what's going on, but they give it about this much value. They give it very little value. And then they'll turn around and they'll look at your cash, your down payment. Are you coming up with your cash? Is it someone else's cash? Are you putting sweat equity into the place? So they look at those things, and it doesn't carry too much weight, but they want to know the truth. They just want to know what's going on. They want to know your business plan. They want to know what your goals, what's driving you, what your intentions are. They'll also look at your income. Do you have income? Do you not have income? What's the source? But again, they just are looking at it to have an understanding of the bigger picture, but they're not judging you on it like a traditional lender would. And at the end, the one item that the hard money lender or private money lender really, truly, genuinely looks at is the property. And there's a slogan in the industry called loan to own. They'll loan you the money if they want to own the property. Because a hard money lender will look at you and say, well, are you going to pay me back? I don't know if you are or aren't. So let's look at your cash. Let's look at your credit. Let's look at your income. And And they'll automatically, no matter how good you are, no matter how good your credit is and all that great stuff, at the end of the day, in the back of their mind, they're always going, well, you're not going to pay me. So if you're not going to pay me, do I really want the collateral, which is the house? Are you going to be able to add value? So are you going to be able to take that $200,000 house and make it worth $325,000? Are you going to be able to take that $50,000 house and make it $100,000? So they'll look at that, and it all boils down to numbers. If they have to foreclose on you and take that house back from you, does it make financial sense for them? And what's really great about us as flippers, if it makes financial sense for us as a flipper, it makes financial sense for a hard money lender. So it's one of the best sources of capital for your deals. They're used to funding hard money loans. Everything you're about to do, a hard money lender has already done and already knows. So they're kind of, there's a great alliance there between you and a hard money lender. What they want to do is they want to put the money, deploy the money, you do all the hard work, and they'll be your financial backer. And what's great with hard money lenders is each one does it a little differently. So there's some negotiating room, there's a little bit of wiggle room there, and there's no shortage of them. You want to find a hard money lender, private money lender in your area, get onto Google and just Google private money lender in the name of your town, your city, and they'll pop up. You'll also find, beyond hard money lenders, there are also, everyone has a different name for this, but I call them private capital partners. So there's hard money lenders who will, loan you the money and basically put a mortgage on the property, and you've got to make payments on that. And when you sell the property, you obviously pay them back. And they're going to charge you fees, and they're going to charge you interest rate. And it's not cheap, but who cares? A lot of people get hung up on how much it costs. They'll sit there and go, well, this hard money lender is charging me 10% or 12%, and they're charging me all these fees. And people get all worked up over how much money the hard money lender is charging you. But at the end of the day, why should you care? If you can go make a quick $25,000 or $50,000 or $150,000, who cares if the hard money lender made 25 grand? It really doesn't matter. So again, what we want to focus on what's important to us, and that's how much money we can make. So again, that's probably one of the best sources for capital for your deals. There's also private capital partners. These are people that will invest alongside with you, and instead of charging you an interest rate, they want a piece of the action. And there are a lot of people right now on the sidelines that have a lot of money. I mean, there's a lot of money sitting there idly looking for opportunity. They don't want to put it in the bank. Are you kidding me? At like a half of 1%? Who the heck's going to put hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars in a bank account at less than 1%? It's ludicrous. And while the stock market may do good for some or not be so hot for others, there's a degree of volatility there. There's a degree of uncertainty there. It could be really exciting. It could be overheated. It could be going down. CEO could be in favor. CEO could be out of favor. The new widget could be in favor, and now it's out of favor. So there's a lot of people that really don't enjoy the stock market. They don't like the volatility of it. They don't like the uncertainty of it. So when you actually start looking at where people can invest, when people have a lot of money, there's very few things they can invest in that they're really, truly, genuinely comfortable with. And one of the things you'll discover that they're very comfortable with is real estate. Trust me, wealthy people have bought real estate, they've sold real estate, they understand real estate. Now, they may not understand what you're about to learn, and again, at the workshop, you're going to learn some of these details here. I'm just kind of doing a broad brush stroke over all this. So it's really important that you do make the workshop a priority, that you attend, so that you can get the real meat and potatoes here. Because when you go to the workshop, not only are you going to get greater details, but we're also going to share with you what the next steps are for you, so that you can go out and become a successful flipper. So again, I appreciate you watching these videos. More importantly, I want you to come and attend the workshop and learn these things. So anyway, so back to lending. So one of the things that you'll find is these private money sources, they understand real estate, and they have this capital, and it's sitting right now idle because they don't really know where to fully deploy it. And when you know what to say, and when you know how to package up your deals, package up your market, package yourself up, so you can say, look, here's what I bring to the table. And again, don't worry about your past experience and stuff like that. One of the things we share with you is how, once you understand the inner workings of real estate and how to flip deals, how to package yourself up so that you look attractive to a capital source. And these people want a piece of the action. They understand real estate is at the bottom of the market. They understand it's not going to go further down. They understand in some markets it's just going to slowly creep up. In other markets, it's really going to start moving up pretty quickly. Smart people with a lot of money understand these moving parts. What they don't have is they don't have the time nor the expertise to do what you're about to embark in and learn how to flip homes. What they will do is they will financially back you in your deals as long as you've got a viable deal with a viable business plan. So again, I mean, those are just two quick examples of great sources of capital. We personally use them in my company. We use hard money lending all the time. We fund our own deals with our own money, with hard money lending, with private investors. We have several investors that have invested with us over the years. And what I have found is while institutional money is pretty good, it's slow. The paperwork is just absurd. So what we prefer to do is we do pay more. But we work with hard money lenders who can act quickly. We can close deals in 72 hours or less. That's never going to happen on an institutional level. So we're willing to pay more money because at the end of the day, if I can flip a house and make $90,000, and if it costs me $15,000 in fees, what do I care? Because if I had to go institutional lending, it would take them 30 days, 45 days to get it done, and I've got 72 hours to get a deal done. So again, use hard money lenders. Start nurturing those private capital sources because those are going to be your two best friends. So thanks for spending time with me. I hope this was educational for you. And again, attend the workshop so you can learn this stuff in greater detail. Best of luck to you.